Tuesday and welcome to D-Day. So as you can see, I've had a few, a couple of technical things. You can now see me. Some people might not want to, but hey ho, tough. I've also been kind of given a old microphone that my eldest used to use when she does Twitch. Hence why I don't have to wear the headphones either now, which is fantastic. Yes, as you can see, Karl is also in the background. So I will very, very soon be changing the camera angle. But first of all, I will get him in full view and he can now say hi.
Hi. I've already waved like that.
You already waved. Sorry, I didn't see because I've got me on. Yes, I've definitely Karl's in his place behind me. So, first things first. There is again this week a title in a question in the title even. So, when was diamond painting invented? I think I've already seen somebody's already had a guess. Yes, Dave's already guessed 2010, and they pasted beads on velvet.
Nice. Interesting.
So if anybody else wants to take a guess, please do. As last week, the winner, whoever gets the correct answer, will win a wish bracelet that I've made myself. So before I transfer over onto my diamond art, I had the postie arrive today. A couple of prezzies for me. Yes, they are the best. So first of all, a lot of people know I ordered a huge diamond art for myself as a birthday present. I wasn't expecting it for at least a couple more weeks, but it's arrived today. So I'll just quickly, I'm going to have to push my seat back because it's huge. So I know Ross has ordered this as well. I don't know if he's watching. I don't think so. He hasn't said hello. So he'll be jealous if he hasn't had his yet. I'm not sure if he can see it. Oh, wrong way, that way. So let me stand up as well. There we go. It's a bit crinkly because obviously it's been in the packaging. But it's the scene from Rivendell. So
It's only a little one, isn't it?
Artists in the impression of what Rivendell would possibly look like. Hi Kevin, thanks for joining us, mate.
Hey Kevin, how are you doing?
Oh,
And everybody else.
There we go. Yes, Nat. When it said 80 by 60, you think, okay, it's not too big. But then once you actually see it, it's like, oh my God, that wouldn't fit on my desk. Well, I'm sure it will. I'll have to rearrange a few things. So the other Prezi that came, there's a few people, obviously the one or two of you who are on my Facebook group. Sorry for the rustling. There are a few people who are on my Facebook group who have seen some of the creations by a very talented lady known as Yvonne. I think it's Cassel or Cassil. Cassel. And she's been playing about with wood, nuts, bolts, keys, all sorts of things, creating some quite lovely things. And one of the pieces actually caught my eye and she sold it to me. She says, yay. So that also arrived today. So this is the creation that she's made. And as you can see, it's a key holder. So no more where are my keys. All I need now is for Karl to hang it up in the front porch so we can all hang our keys up there. And nobody will lose their keys. But It's just, yeah. Hear him chuckling away, yes. So, there we go. Sorry for the rustling, I'll just move this out of the way.
I lose my keys when they're in my pocket.
But that's the problem, they're never in your pocket, dear. So, okay, so let's have a look. If anybody has commented, so everybody's saying hello.
So who's here?
So we have Nat.
Hi, Nat.
I see I've put Karl, you've put Karl in his place, most definitely, Nat. Exactly where he should be. We also have Mr. Dave from
Hi, Dave.
Screw and Glue. That's a very nice gift. Yes, it was very nice. Which one? Both. We also have the wonderful Jacqueline.
Hi, Jacqueline.
We find show, and as you can see, she's already taken a logo that she helped me design. She told me what she wanted, so there we go.
Boom.
Absolutely love it. Who else we have? I think with Nat, we also have Paige and Connor.
Hi,
Paige.
Paige
And Connor.
Hi, Connor.
And last but not least, we have Mr. Kevin.
Hey, hi, Kevin. How are you doing?
Has Lisa found you any tankage diamond art?
She has, yes.
We have a few. The list is growing.
They have been. Some have been found.
Tanks, planes. Nat's been throwing Star Wars into the mix. Thank you very much. But yes, I'm sure.
Yeah, there is some. We found one with plenty of a couple of tanks and a couple of planes on it, all in one. So we shall see. We shall see.
There we go. So I shall turn my camera around. This is me. So last week I didn't really get much done, and what bit I did do, I made a mistake. But it was basically the print didn't come off very well, so the bees looked like R's. So I was using down here the wrong color, basically the wrong diamond. But I've realised now I just need to get in close and look at the letters more carefully. I have found some of the R's, and they are quite a brighter blue, so that'll make life a bit easier for me. So yeah.
So David's saying set chat to live. So I've just done that. Chat should now be on live rather than just the top comments.
Yeah.
I think scroll as normal now.
Sorry, Dave. I'm watching it in StreamYard, so I never noticed that it wasn't in live on the actual YouTube channel. My apologies.
And there's Kevin saying hello to Nat, Connor, and Paige. And there's Nat. I look forward to both your diamond art stashes slowly growing.
Oh, they definitely are, Nat. Definitely. So what's everybody else been up to this week? Apart from what you've been sharing on your relevant groups? So, I know Nat finally got a new, that's me normal head. Won't go very far with that. Nat's managed to finally get herself a new case for some more of her diamonds. That looks pretty cool. We do have a range. Well, there's two, but one's in Aberdeen and the other's in Dundee. And obviously, due to restrictions at the moment, still in Scotland, we're not supposed to travel more than like 5-10 miles. And they're like what, 30, 40?
Dundee's 27 miles away and Aberdeen's around about
Yeah.
38.
Well, it's a good hour's drive for either, so. Oh. Dave's been up to painting some more Lotro figures.
Oh,
I
cool.
saw your little the Ministerial card.
For
That
Bondo.
looked pretty cool. And to say it's only like 2 inches tall, if that, it's like, wow.
That's where these come in handy.
Yes, the magnifying glass.
You've got a roller thing as well, didn't you?
Oh yes, I invested in a roller as well, so I can, if anything is sticking up.
Well, when I've just opened this, half of the diamonds on this side had moved, and there was a big gap.
All right.
Caught on something. Anybody else getting that, or we just done something wrong?
Yeah, that's interesting to know, Nat, Jacqueline. Anyone else who does diamond art? Do they tend to move?
Obviously not on their own. That'd be magic.
If they're not. So yes. Oh, Nat said yes. StreamYard puts the chat in order for you. Yeah. The problem is YouTube is about 10 seconds behind StreamYard. So it's quite confusing. I have to use the StreamYard software, otherwise I'll just get completely, utterly tangled. And it's easily done for me, unfortunately.
No comment.
So, and Dave says, is that a blue dragon, Lisa? Yes, this is my blue dragon. When Karl and I decided to do this each week, I tried to find a pair that would look well together. So we found these like fire and ice style dragons. So
we both wanted to do the blue one, so we compromised. Lisa's doing the blue one.
Oh dear. As is always the best, yes.
Who was we told? It's easier.
So Nat saying, yes, they do move. I have to roll my pictures, and I do have to roll before I start.
Yeah.
That's nice to know. It's these little things, until you actually start doing the diamond art, that you suddenly realise, oh, okay, that's new, different. So what's Dave said? StreamYard only gives you chat from going live, though. Yes. Yes, any chat, any other chat is just purely, yeah. When I said hello before, it was through YouTube. So, yes. I'm still learning the software, Dave. So this is only the second week that I've actually used this. So still learning. So yes, the gems move. Oh.
So good to know. Watch for that.
Yeah, Nat rolls her pictures up for storage. When I get them out, I have to use my roller. I see. Yes. You've edited your comment from previous, so I understand now. When we've moved Karl's out of the way and put them away.
Must caught it with something.
Probably just knocked some of them. And we have Lewis.
Hello,
Lewis. Hello. Are we in your truck today?
We're not in his truck now.
Oh, I meant there's Lewis in his truck today. Yes, Karl lost the Blue Dragon argument.
Didn't get a look in. Never mind lose.
Now, Lewis, come on. Right, so let's. I need a light over on this side. That's one thing I haven't got.
Need a what?
A light. I need to transfer
Oh,
my
yeah.
little light over here. Well, then again, it's only a few more weeks to my birthday. I have requested a light box. Hint, hint.
It wasn't a request, it was an order. You will get a light box.
Oh, Lewis is away until Saturday.
Okay.
So will we be getting some more tank in the truck videos to watch then?
Tank in the truck. Still got to watch that.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, I'm looking for an update. I want to know about those wheelie things and yeah, all the other non-technical terms that Lewis was using. The spiky wheels.
Don't need to watch it now, do I?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, Dave's just confirming their light boards are a great help.
Yes, I think everybody's been saying the same thing, Dave. Not just, I suppose, for this, for any artwork. So there will be, but not today. We've only had 4 hours sleep. Oh, that's not good. Try and get 40 winks.
That's a good idea as well from Kevin.
There we go. And Jackie thought I was flat in a puzzle case.
It'll be like a jigsaw puzzle case, won't it? It'd be one of those great big huge flat ones you can buy.
Yeah.
I think, anyway.
Oh, it's definitely worth looking into. At the moment, we just lay them flat on a desk with a box on the top so as they stay flat.
Ish,
yes. I'm not too bad because my owls, which I was hoping to finish yesterday, but I never got around to finishing it. But I did do another section. Just got the top 2 inches to finish off now, and then it's all done. But I have a big enough desk, and because it's the only thing that I'm doing at the moment, I can keep it out on my desk. Whereas obviously Karl's doing other things as well throughout the week when he's at home.
Yeah, I had this turn up yesterday. It's one of my old kits I built for somebody, and they knocked it off their shelf and smashed it. So we are currently in the process of repairing this as well at the moment. So this is Anakin's pod racer from episode 1 of The Phantom Menace. Yeah, I'm repairing that as well at the moment, which is fun.
Something different. As well as his build for e-models as well. Plug there.
Little plug there for e-models.
So watch this space for that.
Not this space.
This space. Making models.
No,
Sorry.
don't watch making models either.
I
Go
want to
over
be
to
on your
e-models.
Oh, I do apologise. It will only be on e-models.
It might go on my channel at a later date, but that's up to e-models.
Yeah. Okay, so what Dave's put? Yes, for many hobbies they are. They're very good. And he keeps his under his cutting mat. That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
The only problem is Karl tends to use his cutting mat and keeps moving it. Anyway, you'll be wanting another cutting mat now. So what Lewis has put, I asked Nat if I can use her lightbox thing for cutting my photo etch out. Yes, and I can imagine what the reply would have been to that question, Lewis.
I think it would have been Foxtrot Oscar. Yeah, and Kevin says the same. I can imagine what Nat has said. Yeah, definitely. Oh dear. Keeps falling back on me. I keep rattling this as well. Someone stole all the blue tack last week.
Eh?
Someone stole all the blue tack last week. And that's just confirming that the reply was far from polite.
Oh dear.
Was that a kids go to your room a moment?
Or the kids were possibly already in the room.
Yeah. Mommy needs a slight word with Daddy.
Oh dear. Actually, one question, because we'd been debating this earlier before we came on, about framing your diamond art.
Oh yeah.
How do people frame them? Because when I've done a bit of research on it, a lot of people seem to treat it as if it was an actual canvas and attach it to a wooden frame and leave it like that.
Yeah.
But for me, I could imagine the diamonds just eventually falling off if you haven't properly glued them all in place. Does anybody do anything different? Do you put them in just a normal frame with the glass? Because I was thinking the glass might actually keep the diamonds in place. So any advice would be helpful. Nat's replied. And Dave.
There you go.
Music. The clip frames. Oh gosh. Sadly, we don't have Wilco's up here in Scotland.
Mm.
They're a south of the border thing. But they do them, I think, in Hobbycraft. I have seen clip frames in other places, but yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. Nat, a normal photo picture.
Just normal frame with glass.
Yeah. There's a spot. We sandwich them between the perspex on the backing point thing.
Mm. the thing. Don't you know what the thing is?
Yes.
The doodah next to the what's it?
Yeah. I've also seen people store pictures in an artist folder. Yes, I should imagine if you haven't got room to hang them all, then yes, in a proper portfolio.
Put a few of those, haven't we?
Oh gosh, yes, probably got a couple. With having both ours doing artistic courses, so to speak. Still doing, just about halfway through 3D animation. And the other one, the youngest, is just last year completed his HND in graphic design. So yes, we're used to having artist portfolios all around the place. Because obviously, even with graphic design and 3D animation, they will still have to do hand drawing work. They did tell me why. I think it's more, well, for 3D animation, I can imagine, because it's more when you're creating something, you have to do like storyboards and things like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff done on a tablet, so you're actually drawing by hand anyway.
So
you still need those hand skills.
Yeah. So, yeah, Lewis says we haven't got room to hang them all. Yes.
Excuse me.
That I can see that's going to be a problem in our house as well. I'm not so bad at the moment, because what will happen is the pictures we've got at the moment will start slowly coming down and being replaced. But we have that situation at the moment with models. We have that many models, we just haven't got the space to store them all.
Time for the bin. I'm surprised how upset people get when people do that as well.
What's that? Sorry, Karl?
When people throw a finished model straight into the bin, people get quite upset.
Oh, I couldn't do that. So that's what I've got plans to hang 4 more in the house. The rest will probably go into a folder. Yeah. See, that's the thing. The owl one. It's like, as I'm finishing it, I know it's going to be given away as a gift.
That's it. Give them away as gifts. Finish them, give them away as gifts. That's
And
what I
it's
did
gonna-
with some of my models.
And it's going to be framed. But yes, it's like, I'm like, now I don't want to give it away. So yes, I might end up getting another one for myself. Try and get something similar. So, oh, Lewis has had a go at the question. 2010. Good guess. And Kev, Lisa, you could use 50-50 mix of PVA and water over the top. 2 or 3 coverings.
That'd work.
Then it will seal the gem. So basically, make your own Mod Podge.
Yeah.
Before you frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dave's saying that my kits are on the move. Not yet, but yeah, probably.
It's lucky at the moment because I don't actually build anything. But what we have thought is once we've finished these diamond arts, is to try for me to try something different on these Tuesday afternoons.
We might end up over on making models, and we might get making a model.
So yes, but I will start with something simple.
Something simple, like a 1/72 scale Millennium Falcon or something like that.
Sorry, Karl, just 1 second. See you again. See you later, Lewis.
Catch you in a bit, Lewis.
Drive safe.
Hopefully speak to you Saturday if I'm off. Saturday Night Crash should be on this week.
All fingers crossed. Yes.
Should be.
So, it's 1 o'clock and we have 11 people watching.
Yay.
Yay. Thank you very much, everybody. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to close this up. Oh, I've dropped one.
Oh, you're going over to the page?
And I'm going to go over to the Facebook page.
There you go. Lewis has just said before he's gone, like, we'll get you building the Titanic.
Maybe not.
The 1/200 scale.
I was thinking something on the lines of just a nice, well.
I think we should get you building a TIE fighter.
Like Nat's little tank that she was building.
The Baneblade thing, the Warhammer thing.
Warhammer, something Warhammer. That's
We'll have to go to the Warhammer shop then.
I'm more, you know me, I'm more fantasy and sci-fi than normal, like warships, tanks.
We could always get you one of these kits.
See, he's already got it.
And you could have a go building one of these. Put it in a little frame like that.
Oh, yeah. I'll even be able to have a go at doing with the airbrush as well. Oh my god. Yes, but that's a few weeks away. Watch this space. So, I've got myself lined on.
There you go. That's saying Warhammer's a nice brand for beginners. It is. The paints are nice and easy to use.
Yeah.
The figures, small and very, very detailed, but very forgiving with the paint, how you can paint them. It's not easy, but it's one of those things. It's just practice, practice, practice. You know, you remember seeing Dave's Gondor guards, how small they are. That's the sort of size you're looking at for Warhammer.
Yes, I know.
But good set of brushes, pair of eyes. These I'm on about. These kind of eyes.
Yeah. I'll just borrow yours, dear.
And what am I going to use?
Yes, we have done them in the past when my eyes were, and when I didn't actually need to wear glasses, because we used to play a lot before we had the kids. Used to play things like
Hero Quest.
Hero Quest, that's the one.
The space one, I can't remember what space one was
There was
called.
a space one as well, and we used to paint all the little figures because they had like little, obviously, a bit like Warhammer, like you say, 2-inch figures, and they were just great plastic. So yes, we painted them all as well. So right, anyway, without further ado, I shall share my screen. Hopefully that'll be the right screen. Can you see that?
Yeah. If you click on, I think it's that one, it will go full screen. There you go. That's a little bit better.
See, technical issues, still learning. I'll get there. So I've managed to find where we got up to last week. And obviously Jacqueline and Kevin and everybody was, because Karl was doing, obviously he announced that we were doing the dragons. Kevin then showed the diamond dot tank that he did, which is like, wow.
Pretty impressive.
So that was it then. Karl was straight.
No, it wasn't.
Looking at tanks and anything tankified. But yes, it's also then Nat was here's another one. More Kev's Diamond Art projects. So planes.
Aeroplanes.
Wow.
Now you just have to name what type of airplane it is.
You know me, I'm terrible.
What about better naming planes?
This one is brilliant. I do like that one.
Yeah, it's cool, that one. Very, very good.
Well done, Kev. Brilliant. But yeah, not long after. Oh, I won't show that just yet.
What was that?
Nat's bottom.
Oh.
But yeah, so not long after we were on about tanks, then Nat was emailing Karl about, texting Karl with oh, I found this Star Wars. So that's it now. It's all gone into, let's see, onto the to-do list.
Nat's fault.
So talking of Nat, here's the beautiful lady herself. And Lewis, I believe, actually made this.
The stitch work is amazing.
It's like, wow. It's a shame he's already gone, but this is just absolutely fantastic. And the detail on the back, it's just.
He needs to make
sense of that being.
He needs to make himself one for when he's modelling. Believe it or not, because they're very, very helpful when you're modelling, because you peg the corners onto the table, and then if anything goes flying or flirts away, most of the time it lands in your lap.
Oh,
and the apron catches it.
You'll have to suggest that to him on Saturday.
Yeah.
And
our friend Mr. Chris Walters does that.
Ah, now you know. So Jacqueline's some more work on her huge one. And as you can see there, the roller that we were on about earlier. They are a handy little tool. And here we are, Yvonne Castle. As you saw,
That looks familiar.
that's the one that I have actually purchased, but she's done some other bits and pieces as well.
Oh, that one's good as well. I like that one.
Some lovely ideas. And yeah, quirky, unique, and individual. Yes, I think that's what caught my eye with it, because it is a bit quirky and a bit different. So yeah, there's me again. This time last week, you can see when you close up, that's the R, and some of these look like R's, but they're not. They're all B's, just been misprinted. So I spent an hour unpicking them all, and as you can see, some of them, because they haven't printed very well, that's actually a B because of the colour of it in the background. So yeah, I was a bit frustrated, and in true Lewis fashion, I had a bit of a wibble, but picked myself up and I started again.
Well done.
So this is one of Nat's creations. This is awesome. I do enjoy knitting, but I just haven't got the skills, I don't think. I suppose if I sat down and actually worked my way through it, I could make a toy. The closest to a toy I'm making at the moment is a draft excluder. And the head, that was a bit tricky, knowing where to increase and decrease and all that. So, yes. It's all a learning curve for everybody, but that is absolutely so cute. And oh, the wonderful Jacqueline, look at all these creations. Oh, these are just amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Pikachu. And the NHS bears. Mr. Fox. He is super cute. And these, as you can see in Jacqueline's logo, these are now there forever.
Logo.
Wow. Can't quite make out what that is. Little bear or something. Oh, so cute.
Baby blanket, is it?
Baby blanket. And Humpty Dumpty. Dear. Little bear. These are so cute, Jacqueline. Oh. And there we go. That's the lion. Absolutely fantastic. I tried my hands at crochet, but I just gave up. It was just ridiculous. I think with being taught knitting first rather than crochet, I just go with the knitting. So this is Mardy. She's a seamstress, and she makes these absolutely wonderful things. This is the finished product of that. Work in progress. And some more bits and pieces. Nice. She makes these little baskets, sews these little baskets, and inside the basket she has all the little tools and things, so it just keeps it all in the one place. Absolutely brilliant. Oh wow. And Vicky, this gosh, I forgot what it's called. Felting, isn't it? I forgot the actual term for it. I do apologise. Needle felting, that's it.
That's where they make the life-size dogs with that stuff as well, don't they?
Yeah.
The life-like dogs and stuff.
Yeah. Another go at needle felting again. Absolutely fantastic. And Jacqueline, do a little bit more. And that was that one. So there we go. I did another hour on my owl. And I redid that corner with the correct colour scheme. Again, some more for Jacqueline. I really do. Oh dear. I'm just trying to zoom in because here, this bit just looks, I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a rock face. All the different colours in that. That's why I was thinking when I saw it today, Jacqueline, how tricky it must be. But you said, then again, you're a pro at it, so it's not tricky for you. And there we go. That's thing. This is what Jacqueline does on a Friday, but I do believe it's all finished completely now. So we'll see that in a minute. Nat, wow, absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to see this all finished.
Jemima, isn't it?
This is Jemima Blood Duck, and I believe you've either finished or just started the Peter Rabbit, because I did watch the video. Can't wait to see more. You need to get on. You need to get on to that. And these are all. This post is flashback. So this is things that people have done in the past. And this is some that Karl did last year. Some of you may know, some of you don't. We went halves with our eldest on a 3D printer. And these are one of the first things that he printed off. So it's obviously Darth Vader and two stormtroopers in Buddha style. And he painted them. They were actually given as a gift to a friend. They're absolutely fantastic, they were. And then this was me having to go at English paper piecing. And I did enjoy doing it, although I ended up with really sore fingers, because it is all done by hand. So yeah, the amount of times I stabbed myself with the needle was unbelievable. But yeah, made myself a little tote bag.
Excuse me, it's only pain.
Yeah, it's only a finger. I'll grow another one.
Yeah, you've got 7 others. You're fine.
So there we go. Right. And there we go. See? And it's all finished. Absolutely beautiful. That is fantastic. And I did say, like, what are you going to be doing now, Jacqueline? Now you finished that. And she sent me this. So Friday night now, it looks like we'll be watching this come together, which is just like, wow. So we'll have, I think Nat's doing Belle and the Beast. And obviously Jacqueline will be doing that pretty lady. So
pretty lady.
And some more creations from Yvonne. Some garden lights and posts. So cute.
Excuse me.
So yes, it's some more on the owl. And I think that is, oh, no. It's another one there. The post was yesterday I asked if anybody loses like their motivation and their mojo, how do they get it back? And this lady basically, when I lose my mojo, I call on my granddaughter Lily, who's aged 8. She loves to sew with me, and I get a lot of inspiration from her. This weekend, she designed a cushion cover, and with a bit of help from me, sewing the eyes, etc., this is how it turned out. She picked
Awesome.
all the fabric and did all the straight stitching. She also made a skirt for herself. So that is so cute. Lovely little cushion. That's just fantastic. So there you go. That's how she gets her motivation back. And we're pretty much back to the beginning. And again, Jacqueline did some more across the top here. Just unbelievable. Can't wait to see that finished as well. That is just going to look absolutely fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And we're back to the top. So we'll do it a quick refresh. If I can find my button. There we go. In case anybody's posted anything last minute. Here we go. Let me just scroll down. There we go. And that. It's Benjamin Bunny. It wasn't Peter Rabbit, it was Benjamin Bunny.
No, Peter Rabbit's already done.
Is Peter Rabbit?
I think so, yeah. I remember Peter Rabbit from a while ago.
Oh, wow. Definitely. So there we go.
Awesome. Great stuff.
Fantastic work again, everybody. Well done. Thank you for sharing it all in the group as well. So we still have 9 people watching. Just go quickly through, see if anybody's made any comments. Yeah, Jacqueline confirmed it was a bear. It's my eyes, Jacqueline. I'm terrible. If there's something there and it's the same colour as the background,
it's not there.
I can't quite make out what it is. But yes, that cut was absolutely beautiful. And everybody's praising everybody's work. The cat post. It looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it, David? So Lewis has also got a dress pattern to make up for me.
Okay, cool.
Very good. Looking forward to seeing that. I must admit, when I read that, just all I saw was Lewis has also got a dress. So it was like, no, moved on. Oh dear.
Probably has.
So Peter is done. I'll share the other squares in the group for you. That'll be fantastic, Nat. Thank you. You'll have to do some more on YouTube as well, putting it back together on your channel. So I'll go back through. Has anybody else had a guess about, I think last, so we had Lewis having a guess, 2010. So if anybody else wants to guess, I'll leave it for another 5 minutes. When was diamond painting invented? So Kevin's saying as well, yes. Yeah, the solar lights, they are brilliant. You know, how you can make just something that looks so simple and not so exciting to actually look like a showpiece. Because those, just the lights themselves are, I don't think they're expensive from B&Q or wherever. And to actually make it look like that lady has. It's just fantastic. Right. So how's your art coming on, dear?
Oh, nearly done.
Nearly done.
We're getting there slowly. I think that's the only downfall for these ones we picked. They might look nice, but there's a lot of one colour.
Yes, the outside is. I think once we get past the border on the outside.
Yeah. I'll probably need to borrow your roller in a bit.
Yeah, of course. What a problem, dear.
Thank you, dear. How are you getting on? Got much done?
I haven't. I put mine down because mine is unfortunately because there's. I need to sort out my light really to shine a bit of light here.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard to tell, and I don't want to make the same mistake as I did last week and put the wrong colours down.
Yeah.
So
that's a good thing about these lights we've got. They're much better for moving around than that last light. These are really easy to move closer, further away.
And they don't cost a fortune to turn on either because they're LEDs. Yeah. So Dave's asking, Karl, have you stopped doing your 3D printing now?
It's on a hiatus at the moment, but we will be getting back to it at some point. So, but not at the moment. I am effectively waiting on the world to stop being on fire and for things that you do use while 3D printing to come down in price, especially things like IPA, because isopropyl alcohol is very expensive at the moment. And that's what you use to clean the models with once they're printed. You're talking like £12 to £15 for a 1 litre bottle. It is starting to come down, so won't be long. And we shall hopefully be getting back into doing some stuff because I know there's something you've been asking for. So, yeah.
It's finding the time for you as well, isn't it? Because we work doing funny shifts and.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to my shift patterns and stuff. So once all that's settled down as well, we get into a routine again. And I know what I'm doing. I know when I can start a print and how long it's going to take and all that. Because that is something that 3D printing, they don't tell you about, is the amount of time it takes to print stuff.
So, he's also said diamond art is going up in price too. I think.
I bet. The more popular it becomes, the more it'll go up.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's only been these last few years that the popularity has spread, and I should imagine, especially these last 12 months, it's just boomed.
Yeah, with everyone stuck at home.
Because I first saw it in Hobbycraft probably 2 years ago, and initially I thought, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind giving that a go. I'll look at it at another time. And then we were in Spain in the January for my father-in-law's 75th birthday. Just before we locked down in the March, and I spotted diamond art there as well. A bit cheaper than it was in Hobbycraft. And I ifed and hawed, and then I thought, well, it's getting it back home, from, as you can imagine. So I never actually, because obviously lockdown happened, and we never really looked into it again. And I don't know what spurred me on to actually get into it, just to decide to get one. But I'm glad I did. I really am.
I told you. I think I showed you Nat doing it.
I think it was Nat. When we were watching, I was watching over Karl's shoulder.
So it is all your fault.
on one of Nat's Friday night gems. And I thought, yeah, I'll order one and give it a go. And I ordered the owls. They weren't expensive. It wasn't overly expensive. I think it was less than £10 off Amazon. And yeah, obviously now I'm hooked. But there's a couple of people like Jacqueline and a couple of others have got me onto AliExpress. Dave, if you have a look on their website, I'd be happy to wait for it to arrive because obviously a lot of it's coming from China. Like that big one that Jacqueline's doing at the moment, that has come off AliExpress. The prices on there are quite reasonable compared to anywhere else. But it all depends on what sort of quality you want, I think. So, yeah. Jacqueline's book. Yeah, it's all Nat's fault. That's why she started. Yeah. Oh dear. And then Dave's book, yeah, he uses Ali and Wish.
Mm-hmm.
So, right. So I shall reveal the answer. Give me 2 seconds.
1, 2.
Okay. So, today's question was, when was diamond painting invented? Now,
can I have a guess?
Yes, you can have a guess.
1732.
Oh. Well, it actually, it was, I'll pop my teeth in, I've written it all down here. Diamond art / painting is not actually a new craft. Diamonds have been used some time in Asia to adorn velvet. But the diamond art / painting we know today was originally patented in 2010.
There you go.
By a company in China where beads are secured to the sticky canvas rather than velvet. So, but it's only since about 2015 that it's grown in popularity as it started to spread throughout Europe. So there you go. I think it was Dave who first guessed 2010, right up at the beginning.
Ooh, so, prizes.
Yes. So
look what you could have won.
I already have a sticker put aside for you, Dave, so I'll chuck in a wish bracelet as well. Well done. Thank you very much.
Well done, Dave. Nice one.
So there we go. So that's another bit of diamond art trivia for you. I shall try and find some more diamond related trivia for next week's question. Need to try and make it a bit more cryptic, I think. Make it a little bit harder to guess.
As long as you don't go as tenuous as Chris does on the E-Models show, it won't be so bad.
How do you mean?
Because you'd have to watch it to see what I mean, but they do what's in store every week. And there's a link between all of the pictures. And you have to guess what it is. And Chris's are always very, 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 very tenuous.
A bit like what Nat does with
yes, with a guess the
tank.
Guess the model.
Yes. I'll also be putting one of making models stickers in as well, because Karl has updated his sticker. So if you've already got one of Karl's, you'll just have to cover it up with the new label.
Or just show them both. It's up to you.
It depends whether you want to fill up more space or not. So, okay, so we've had 9 people watching.
Awesome.
And thank you very much, everybody, for taking part as well. And I'm going to call it now.
What are you going to call?
I need to go blow my nose.
Oh.
I keep stiffing. I don't like stiffing. So, again, thank you very much for coming along and watching. And hopefully, I'll see you next week. So, it's bye from me.
And it's a goodbye from her. See you all later.